The morning I came to Lone Fir, the rain had stopped, but only just. The air was cold, the light gray and restless, and every stone seemed to breathe a little mist back into the sky. This is Lone Fir, Portland's oldest cemetery. Beneath this fir, the tree that gave this cemetery its name, you can feel the weight of its beginnings, the pulse of a century and a half of silence. A place where the past doesn't sleep as much as it lingers, caught between the roots and the rain. Beneath these ancient trees, Portland keeps its soul. Lone Fir Cemetery isn't simply a resting place. It's a record of everything this city has been. My name is Aaron, and this is Stories in Stone. In each episode, I visit historic cemeteries and burial grounds to uncover the stories etched into their stones. Stories of love, loss, and memory, still echoing through time. And today, we walk through one of the most storied hearts of Portland's history. Long before Portland was a city of bridges and rain-soaked lights, it was a dream in the hands of James and Elizabeth Stevens. When a neighbor died, they offered a patch of their land as a burial ground. That act of kindness became Lone Fir Cemetery. They built a small home just beyond these grounds. It still stands today, the oldest in the city. James once ferried settlers across this very same river. Near where the Morrison Bridge now rises. His ferry once carried the living. But the land that he left behind carries the memory of them all. Their eyes are carved in this stone, lifelike and uncanny. It is said that on certain overcast days, when the mist moves just right, you could swear that those eyes follow you, not in warning, but in witness. They were here before this city, and somehow, they still are. Just beyond their plot lies another figure from Portland's earliest years. Dr. James Hawthorne. His stone bears his title proudly, physician of the Oregon Hospital for the Insane. For 20 years, he cared for those that the city had shunned, believing in compassion when others had turned away. Where his hospital had once stood, people now gather for food and for laughter. The spot is called the Hawthorne Asylum. A strange and fitting echo of history. It's easy to forget that the past still lives beneath us. But Portland remembers. In its names, its bridges, and in the rain that always seems to fall just a little softer here. Many of Dr. Hawthorne's patients were buried here in unmarked graves, forgotten for more than a century. Volunteers have later uncovered their stories, restoring names that had vanished into the soil. Some say that's why Lone Fir still feels alive. Because the ghosts aren't angry. They're just waiting to be remembered. A short walk away lies Asa Lovejoy, traveler, pioneer, and co-founder of Portland. His stone reads, "He endured the adventures of the plains and the mountains, and here, beside the Willamette, chose and wisely developed the site of the greatest city of the Columbia Valley. Standing here before it, with rain falling on the Oregon Trail carved in granite, you can almost hear wagon wheels creaking and feel the firelight flicker." The dream of a city began as a single name scratched onto a map, and it ends here, beneath the firs. Lone Fir is a place of contrast. Grandeur and grief, side by side. The McClay Mausoleum looms like a watchtower, its stone walls blackened by the rain. It feels alive in its stillness, like it's keeping watch over every story beneath it. But not far away from that marble palace lies a simple Celtic cross, worn smooth and nameless. This cross is in honor of Alice Aberley. Her story, one of hardship, love, and rejection, was nearly erased when her family removed her name from the stone. Only a faint carving of a cross remains, and a pair of clasped hands. In the hush of autumn, her silence feels louder than any epitaph. Even erased names cast long shadows. Near the middle of the grounds lies Chestnut Grove. welcoming the placement of cremated remains, and the living come to tend memory itself. The Friends of Lone Fir Cemetery care for this place. They regularly hold events and meetups to encourage people to appreciate and learn about local cemeteries and their histories. Holding a special place in my heart, each October, their tour of untimely departures brings dark and mysterious history to life for one evening. Stories told by the lamplight, voices rising among the firs. It's one of Portland's most beloved Halloween traditions. Not frightening, but haunting in the truest sense. The kind of haunting that keeps history alive. By the time the drizzle once again turned to rain, I was alone among the firs. The light dimmed, the air thickened, and the sound of the city faded to a hum. Lone Fir isn't just Portland's oldest cemetery. It's its memory, its conscience. The founders, the forgotten, the dreamers, all there, sleeping lightly beneath the rain. Every raindrop that falls here feels like a heartbeat. The stories don't end. They just wait. Quiet, patient, eternal. Until someone listens. If you're drawn to stories like this, the ones that live underground and in the quiet corners of our cities, I'd love for you to join me. Subscribe to Stories in Stone and walk with me through the cemeteries, the legends, and the histories that still whisper to those willing to listen.